What's up, guys? And welcome back to the Blitz.
To the Blitz.
To the Blitz.
To the Blitz.
Airstrike!
The Blitz.
Sorry, I had to hit y'all with that one.
You should just change the intro of the Blitz to that.
Airstrike.
And then just change the name to Airstrike.
No, that would be insane.
You just start off everyone with
Every episode is called
Airstrike.
Airstrike. New segment, Airstrike. No. How have y'all been? How long has it been?
I have no clue.
I don't know either.
It's been at least a week.
Yeah. Oops.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, let me turn that off.
Dang it.
I was trying to type something and, well, I hit the right key combination. let me see. It was, our last episode was released August 16th. So.
Forever ago.
It's been 3 weeks.
Goodness. Man, this consistency thing is hard.
Yeah, well, you know. That's the nature of the beast.
But potentially we've got some content rolling out, hopefully, soon.
This?
Well, no, not this. Apparently you had like some people you wanted to talk to or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you be up to. I'm at school.
That's true. That's kind of what we're talking about.
Indeed.
I mean, obviously it's been 3 weeks. So that means something has to have been occurring. The general busyness of life, if you will.
Right.
So I guess we'll start with Israel.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean start with me? You want me to just like say what I've been up to?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I have I thought you muted me. I have moved in to back to school. And that is a situation I don't like it. I don't like living there.
Why not?
Cuz it's like I don't like having a roommate.
Well, yeah, I get that.
I do live in like sort of an apartment style dorm this time though. So we have like a bedroom and then like a living room space with a kitchen, which is super nice comparatively. But there still is only one bedroom. So me and my roommate still sleep in the same place, which isn't ideal. Like I feel like if you were going to split it up into 2 rooms, I would probably have split it up into 2 bedrooms, but whatever.
Why not go sleep in the living room?
I have actually multiple times.
That's not good.
I mean, there's only a couch in there, so like it's good enough. And especially if I'm working late or something like that, he's like a super light sleeper, so I feel like I can't move around a lot in the room without him like waking up. So if I was like working until like 3 a.m. or something, I don't want to like go back into the room and then try and like jump onto the bed and like get under sheets and whatever, because then he's gonna wake up and I just feel bad,
Bro, that's the worst.
So yeah, living in a dorm with a roommate once again. I will say having a kitchen is nice because I'm learning how to cook. I can't really cook yet, but I'm getting better at it every day.
Come on.
I'm out here chefing it up, getting some recipes.
Crucial.
What did Elijah say? Learn
Crucial.
how to cook. You got to. It's a life skill.
For real.
But yeah, that's what I be doing at home, or I guess at school, if this counts as home. It's hard to say now. But yeah, that, and then obviously there's just school, which all my classes, except one, I'll get to that one in a second, but all my like technical classes are ridiculously boring. I don't understand why. Like maybe they'll get more interesting, but I really had like a reality check on last Friday.
You said maybe they'll get more interesting.
Yeah.
What's your major?
Nuclear engineering.
Yeah, they're not getting more interesting, bro.
Right. I'm sitting in my classes. Like my nuclear class is the first class of the day. And I was sitting there, and the class is an hour, 15 minutes long. And the class ended, and I was like, whoa, that was the longest class I've had in my whole life. And I was like, man, at least that one's over. We're moving on. So I go to my next 2 classes. The second class, ridiculously long. It's only an hour, 15 minutes, but it felt like an eternity. And then I go to the next class. This is material science. And every time I looked at the clock, I couldn't even believe it. I did it. I was like, only 5 minutes have gone by. Bro. Really? I was at a point, I completely stopped listening to the lecture at all. Mm-hmm. And, this is news. They added piano tiles back to the App Store. If any of y'all were interested in playing piano tiles again. But yeah,
the same dev?
I think so.
Word.
But yeah, I just played piano tiles for like the rest of the last like 30 minutes of class. It was horrible. The guy next to me was playing some like racing game like Trackmania or something. It was terrible. It was so bad.
Does he do attendance? Or she? I don't know.
No, but she does pop quizzes. So you don't want to get caught lacking.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah. So, yeah, really tough. I don't know. The one class that I do have that is actually fun is I'm taking target archery. And that's super cool. Of course, it's my favorite class because all my other classes are horrible. Yeah. But I have discovered I'm terrible at it. I'm really bad. All my shots miss like way left, and I don't know why. Someone, if you have tips in the comments, please help me out. But I did hit a bullseye once by accident. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what I'd be up to. So I'm never home because I live like an hour away.
Yeah. That's just the nature of it.
Yeah. And then there's also stuff like with not a job because I'm not currently working, but I have a job like upcoming, and it's got all kinds of stuff attached to it that I have to do beforehand, and that has been taking up a bunch of time as well, making me extra busy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Yeah, I relate with that heavy. With courses, I mean, look, I don't want to, nobody, do as I say, not as I do.
Bet.
If you're going to college or you want to go to college in the future, make sure, you go to class, you pay attention, maybe take notes if you're a note taker. I'm not, but take notes and bolster your education. Now.
Right.
That's out the way. I had an experience similar to Israel where I went to class. I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, bro, how is this class so long? So I had that experience, and then I'm not going to lie, I didn't go back ever.
Ever? You just like quit?
No, I did all the homework. I went when we had a test, but if it was lecture, no way.
You just stopped going. I've done that before, actually. Don't be like us guys. But yeah, last semester for a dynamics class, it's like a engineering physics class, whatever.
Creatures are fighting.
The dogs are at war under the table. What was I saying? Oh, dynamics class. I went to like the first 3 lectures or something, and then I completely stopped going. They were really boring, and the teacher would spend like an entire class period going over one example that was way more complicated than any of the homeworks or any of the test questions. So it was just like you could have gone over like 10 test questions in the time you spent teaching us how to do this super obscure thing.
Yeah.
And so I stopped going to class and would just do the homeworks on my own. And that was basically how I learned, was like I would look up like tutorials and stuff while I was doing the homeworks and whatever. And that was it. And then it was just like once the test came, I went back over my homeworks. And then you just go into the test and do your best.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did, man.
For the final exam, I actually went through and rewatched like 4 hours worth of lectures.
Did you?
At like times 2 speed.
You
right
took
before.
differential equations?
Yeah, I took 2 of those.
Did I take differential? I don't think I did. I can't even remember. I feel like I took linear,
You might have taken both. A lot of people do.
but I don't remember. I didn't take differential. I took discrete.
That
Discrete
sounds horrible.
math.
I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound fun.
It's like logic based math, like programming style, if and statements
Oh, yuck.
math. It was. Yeah, that class was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't pass the first time. Which was that was more just because. Look, I'm gonna get into this just for like a half second. I went to UNC Chapel Hill, and at UNC, I think like the instructor could dictate their grading scale, so they could have you need a C to pass. I mean, a D is passing, but a C for a prerequisite. And you could have it be so that a C is like an 80 if you wanted.
What?
And it was like, bro, what is happening? Why? Because why is it I get a 79? That's not a C.
What'd you get?
That's what I said. I got like a 79.
Yeah, you got a 79, and he gave you like a D for it?
No. It was no, you see what it was? I think it was a C minus.
For for a 79? That's crazy.
Which doesn't count as a C. What?
Yeah.
No, bro.
That's tough.
But yeah, I feel like
that's mad disrespectful.
this is all, I mean, it's all correlated to your instructor. Because right now, I'm going to get into what I'm doing right now in a second. But I have a class every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 in the morning. It's 4 hours, 9 to 1.
4 hours for one like lecture class?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
I don't know.
What could you even be going over in that much time?
A lot.
Like, and you have that class once a week?
No, I have it every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Like, that's 4 times 5, 20 credit hours that should be. That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's not a class per se. It's a program. So it's a class, but you know. Anyway, I love that class.
Really?
Yeah. And it doesn't feel like 4 hours is a long time at all. Because I feel like we're engaged, I'm learning, and that's all based on your instructors, man. Which is why I think, like, and this is obviously for us, we're doing STEM. So, meaning science, technology, engineering, mathematics. If you are taking, like, a history, you want to do a psychology major, you're probably going to have a great time.
Yep.
All your instructors are going to be super fun and vibrant, and they love reading, and they want to show you all kinds of cool stuff. Our instructors, if you want to go into a field that will make money, not to say those other ones won't, but it'll definitely take more work, then you're going to have to struggle through foreign instructors or super boring instructors or the worst, instructors that really love what they teach. Now, I know that sounds crazy. I'm going to see if Israel's on the same page. Go ahead.
This is 100% true. Like, you get, I'm a nuclear major. So you'll get professors who will, like, come into class, and there are, like, 2 things that can happen. They could either have material that they want you to know by the final exam, but it's not their favorite material, so they just won't talk about it in class because they want to talk about their favorite stuff. So they're just going to get into, like, the nitty-gritty about things that don't matter because it's never going to be on a test, and it's only on, like, the very cutting edge of whatever research they're doing, and it's, like, barely applicable in industry. And they're just going to be like, yeah, bro, neutron transport reactions are just so interesting, and I love talking about, I don't know, neutron transport is a thing, but I don't think neutron transport reactions are a thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Neutron transport? That's like the teleportation? Or is it something else?
No, it's something else. But anyway, it doesn't matter. They'll be like, yeah, I just love, like, this thing. You guys will think this is really interesting. And it's like, no, we really won't. And then you have professors who have their favorite stuff and they're like, oh, this is my favorite stuff and I'm going to make sure the class learns about it. And then it's going to be like the whole test. And it'll be like they like thinking about all the implications and whatever. So instead of like just the math or whatever, it'll be the math applied in some like weirdly obscure context. And they're just like, oh yeah, but if you're smart and you like twist around the equation and say it backwards and then flip it upside down, then, and they're like, yeah, that's so cool, isn't it, guys? And I'm like, no, please.
Nothing about that is cool. Yeah. Actually, surprisingly, that's different for what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
But yeah, that too. But no, you'll have instructors that, for me, it was math, obviously, because comp sci, computer science, the stuff is like, it's straightforward, man. But math, it should be straightforward, but you'll have instructors that, like, let's say you're learning, I'm gonna make it real simple for y'all. Let's say you're learning addition, right? 2 plus 2. What is 2 plus 2?
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Oh, 4.
It's 4.
Bet.
Now, back when I was doing math, in my early days when I was learning this, and you guys too, what's 2 plus 2? 4. Good job. Next.
Right.
Not anymore. They would say, what's 2 plus 2? 4. Nice. Now, let's take a look at the origins of the plus sign, if you will. When was the first usage of plus in mathematical equations?
Way.
And this is not in the book.
That's horrible.
This is just what my teacher likes. He loves math.
Loves his favorite stuff.
Oh my gosh, bro. Or to put it more realistically, we'll have like an equation. And let's say we have an equation. So like, I'm going to go with the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, right?
Bet.
You guys might know that theorem. Boom. That's how you get the length of a right angle triangle.
Oh, hypotenuse
or whatever,
of the right angle
or
triangle.
The base or the height or whatever it's called. Yes.
Math words.
But imagine instead they give you, and look, this is not accurate, but just pretend. Imagine they give you sigma pi over 2 to the square root of x minus 5b, and b would be relating to the base, and of course sigma and pi are related to when you get the angle. So obviously it's going to be 90 degrees,
right?
But then you have to get the angles of the other things because it can be different, I think. No, we can't.
Actually,
45,
I don't
45.
even know. I don't know what we're talking about.
Anyway,
is this the unicircle?
That's the point. Are you confused? And then they say, now this is actually really cool because, you know, and they have you, and first they have you use that they just told you, the pi, whatever, and you get an answer and you're like, did I do it right? And they're like, yeah, good job. And what's crazy is that this equation will be the exact same as the Pythagorean theorem. I'm like, then don't tell me about it. I don't care. Tell me how I get the answer. Why would I want to know a harder way to get the answer?
Yeah, it reminds me of when we were all in calculus. And if you ever learn how to do a derivative, it's extremely easy.
Bro, this episode is going to be so unrelatable.
I know. If you ever learn how to do like basic calculus, it's pretty easy. But they'll spend the first like 4 weeks, I guess, showing why it works or whatever. So it's just like this super long, stupid looking equation that you could have just avoided the whole thing.
Oh my god.
And it's just like, yeah, so now you guys understand it, right? And it's like,
no.
I understood it when you just did it.
When you showed me how to actually do a derivative. That made sense. Why? Anyway. Yep.
And that's why school sucks.
That's why school is a place made only for those that are strong.
It's really funny too, because last semester I lived in the arts dorms. Mm-hmm. So all my like hall mates and like the people that I hung out with were like design majors or philosophy majors or a lot of psychology majors too. I don't understand why that's like the thing. Everybody wants
Psych?
everybody wants a major. I know so many psych majors. Like way too many.
Have you ever asked someone why they major in psych?
I asked one girl and she was like, "Oh, because my like dad is a therapist or something," and so she just like did that. Whatever. Anyway, and I would like come downstairs after like doing like 4, 5, 10 hours of homework. And I would go to hang out with some people, and they'd be like, "Yeah, we've been here all day." I'm like, "You guys don't work like ever?" They're like, "No, I mean, I wrote like a 2-page essay earlier today," and it's just like, "Oh my gosh, these people don't have homework." It's wild.
It's bonkers. 2-page.
And then like final exam season comes around and I'm like, oh man, I gotta study hard because we have these exams coming up. And then these people will come in and they've been like painting this art project for like 2 days. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Bro.
Oh my gosh. I could have done that.
I know. I've written papers and done slideshow presentations for calculus classes.
Yeah, I did one for DiffyQ.
Which is like unfair. This is not right. All right, moving on. Sorry.
Wait, hold up. The one more thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
If you ever take a nuclear class, or I guess any science class that has labs involved, prepare yourself. That's all I've got to say. We wrote lab reports for every lab that we did. We did 3 last semester. And next semester, we're going to have to do like 11, I think. Each one, 20-page lab report.
Time to go.
Brutality. You have like 1 week to do one. And I'm a procrastinator, so I usually did mine in like a day and a half. But absolute torture. Yeah. They're the worst. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, man. I had a journal I had to do once. I was taking a African and African American diaspora class.
What
diaspora?
Is that?
I don't know. It's like the history of Black people and African heritage and whatnot. Okay. It was like an elective, like you for archery, but it was not archery.
Bet.
It was Black people. Now,
okay,
that was a class. Okay. Anyway, and I have this journal, and it has to be like, I don't know how many words. A lot. I could pull it up, but it was just like, anyway, thousands of words.
Dang.
And I'm a procrastinator as well, so I did that, John.
I don't even know.
Hey, out.
Is that picking up?
Of course it is.
If y'all could hear that, that's
Those
dog warfare.
Creatures. Yeah. I'm a procrastinator, so however many thousands of words I had to write, I think I did it in like the last 2 days, bro.
That's tough.
Which is bad, but the fact that I could do I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
These non-stems,
bro. Sometimes I feel really proud of myself after like doing something after crazy procrastination. Like for the lab reports, one of them I turned in because it's due like on lab day, like at like right before lab starts, so at like 11 a.m. or something.
Word.
And I turned it in at like 10:50. Like I was in the building where the lab was happening, in the next room over, just like rushing to finish it up and turn it in.
Come on.
And then I got like an 85 or something on it. And I was like, whoa, I'm cracked. It's cracked.
I'm cracked. He's cooked. That's what he is.
Bro.
I did that too, yeah. For a physics assignment. But, man. All right. That long aside out of the way. What's going on with me, your boy? What am I doing? Now, I'm still at the crib. I had a roommate back in the day. You know, I think I talked about it episode 2. But this dog is going to become. I don't know. I couldn't think of a threat. All right. But yeah, it was like a roommate living in the dorm and all that was not for me. Not a chance. Anyway, so right now, like I told you guys, I'm doing a program. It's called N Power. The letter N Power. Is to get some certifications for computer related fields like IT fields. So I'm getting security and a Google IT services, something or other. Anyway, I'm doing those. And on top of that, I'm still getting my bachelor's in computer science. So I'm also enrolled at FSU. So I'm taking those courses as well. So that's what I'm doing. I'm enrolled in 2 things because I've lost my mind. And I love work.
So does that count as like being like double enrolled, like 2 separate like schools, or is the one with the like certificates not like accredited?
It's not it's not a university. You're not getting courses. You're getting certs.
Bet.
Yeah. And it's free.
Really? Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I hate computer science, so I probably won't do it. But if you happen to enjoy that sort of thing,
check it out. Check out Empower. That's a real recommendation from your boy.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored, but they're helping me, so why can't they help you?
Right.
And it's 20 weeks. It's a 20-week program. Now, you will have to be in class 4 hours every day.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh.
However, you can choose between doing 2 to 6 or 9 to 1. I'm doing 9 to 1. But if you would prefer to have your evenings do it or in the mornings, I mean, it's up to you. And yeah, so 20 weeks is I mean, you get the certifications you need. And a lot of times those certifications can lead to a job. So 20 weeks is a lot shorter than a 4-year degree. I'll tell you that now. Mm-hmm. So maybe you get the certs, you go work, and then maybe later on you decide you want to get a 4-year degree. You're not going to be struggling with racks because you had a job, a good one. Mm-hmm. So, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Yep.
And yeah, these things, man, you get busy.
Take up so much time just trying to like coordinate things and get things done. Isaiah had to text me like what?
Tuesday.
Yeah, so almost a week ago to be like, hey, you want to record a podcast episode, whatever? And I was like, sure thing. He was like, oh, you can like call or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, oh, it's just easier to come down. And so I drove an hour to come here to record the pod.
Yeah.
It's just like, and then Elijah too. Elijah works and he's trying to, I don't think he started yet, but he's trying to do college now. He's trying to figure out everything. He just finished high school, so now it's like crunch time. It's time to like figure out what you're doing and whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy how much life has changed for us. Like everybody experiences this. You get older and suddenly you can't do all the things you used to do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, just like getting time to like hang out and stuff. I remember when we were kids, and like my dad would just be like, "Hey, y'all want to go to the movies today or something? Whatever." Like just like want to go do some activity, and he's just like, "Sure thing," and then we just go and do it. If like if we have something we're trying to do, it's like I call like a month in advance. I'm like, "Hey, there's this thing happening in a month. You guys want to clear your schedules so we can?" Like it sucks.
Yeah.
But it is growing up. Such is life, I guess.
Such is life, indeed. I don't know. And obviously, you know, there are things that you want to do personally, things that you want to accomplish. So you're going to put that fire under you to get those things done. Like me, I don't like roommates and stuff. And in that instance, I guess I didn't like quote unquote living by myself, but there was a period in time where I was living in a dorm with no roommate.
Oh, the best.
Oh, it was swaggy.
Sublime.
It was cool, and that, it's about that time. I'm incredibly ready to go out and be on my own, if you will, but I don't have the resources or the credentials I need to get those resources yet, because I've been working steadily towards them. I haven't taken a break. I haven't taken a semester off. I mean, every year since you guys have been hearing us on this podcast, I've been in school every single semester, even the summer. I think every summer too.
Yeah.
I think one summer I didn't. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me, I was listening to some guy, and this is, I guess, not political, but it's low key economic, I guess. But this guy was talking about Gen Z, and a lot of older generations are looking at Gen Z now, and they're like, man, Gen Z, so many of them are still like living with their parents or whatever, and haven't like moved on with their lives or whatever. But this guy was just talking about how like the living situation or the financial situation, like getting the racks to move somewhere is more difficult now, because now housing / rent has gone up higher than average wages have for people. So like the takeoff is a little bit more strenuous. If you're trying to escape the atmosphere, the pull of gravity is a little stronger, if you wanted an analogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not to say it's impossible if you are you want to do it at 18. But the people I know who are doing it from that early age, either they're joining the military, which is, the military, I'm not in the military, so
right.
I can't tell you what that's like. All I know is that I would never do it because you lose agency. But whether that's important to you or not, that's for you to decide. And 2, they go out with whatever credentials they have at 18. Some people, they come out of high school with associates. That's nice. Mm-hmm. But they struggle, and they maybe as time goes on, they're going to get more established. They're going to be able to, I don't know, do whatever. But if you have the opportunity afforded to you in which you can align yourself with your goals, without too much stress on you, I would suggest you do that, and don't feel bad about it either, because if you rushed things come out bad. So
right,
don't rush. But also, hey, bro, don't get complacent either.
Don't dilly dally.
Yeah, don't get lazy. Don't say, all right, well, I got time. Start taking years off, chilling at the house.
Yeah.
Doing nothing.
Like chilling at the house is, being at your house is okay if you're using it as like a safety net / trampoline to like get you somewhere. Mm-hmm. But if you're just laying on the trampoline, bro, you are wasting your time.
No, that's not to say, look, I know some of y'all listening, you stay at your parents and you work or whatever, and maybe it's not going to elevate past that, at least right now, it seems like it. And I'm not bashing that. I'm just saying, you definitely want to have goals. You want to have aspirations. And then with those goals, you need to formulate ways that you're going to achieve those. You can't just want them and so then they're going to happen. That's not how that works. And some people, I've heard the argument made, they're like, so many people, they tell me trust in God, but then they're like, oh, but you're not doing enough. Does that not even count? What are you saying, that God's not good enough? And I was thinking about this actually recently, and the Bible says faith without works is dead. Yeah.
Right.
You can't think about the story of the man with the crippled arm. It's like, Jesus was like, you want to get healed? Yeah, man. Reach me with that hand. Sorry. He said, stretch out your arm. Bro had to do something. Man. And there he went. He stretched out his arm. For you, maybe stretching out your arm is applying for a job.
Right.
Maybe stretching out that arm is going back to college.
Yeah, getting yourself a certificate or something,
Don't
certification?
lie in wait.
I don't know.
Yeah, certification.
Yeah, it reminds me of that I can't even remember what it's called. I'm going to say parable, but I don't think that's the right word. Illustration. Where that guy is like in a flood and he's standing on top of his house and he's like, oh man, I need a way out of here. So he like prays to God and and then he's like, man, I hope God helps me out. And then like a boat comes by and they're like, oh, get on the boat. We'll take you to safety. And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. God's got me. And then I don't remember what the second thing was, but eventually a helicopter comes. He's like, get on the helicopter. We'll take you to safety. And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. I'm waiting on God on this one. And then he drowns. And then he's like, God, where you at, bro? Why didn't you help me? And God's like, I sent you a helicopter.
Nah, for real. Yeah, so don't be that person. Yes, sir. All right. Low-key, it's been 36 minutes. We can't tell you, I think we did actually, what Elijah's been up to. But yeah, the busyness and whatnot, things have changed. So that's just life.
Facts.
But yeah, that's it. Really. I don't know what else we would talk about. I guess I could just throw this in here really quickly. The Chiefs are by far my least favorite football team to see win.
Seriously?
Not because I hate the Chiefs, but because their wins are attributed to Taylor Swift. And that's just the worst. And then the media around the Chiefs, they make it seem like there are only two players on the team, Mahomes and Kelsey. Yeah, there are other really people annoying. Who play. Imagine if they played just them two. Would they win? No. So put some respect on everybody's name. But man, watching that game, Baltimore versus Kansas City, was just pain and suffering. I've been telling this exact moment so many times to the people that I'm close to, but I'm going to say it again. Baltimore defense was doing a great job. I think there was a penalty. Kansas City was 3rd and 20. And 20, if I'm remembering correctly. 3 Baltimore defenders have gotten into the backfield. It's just them and Patrick Mahomes. That's it. He has no blockers, no one to help him. I was like, wow, good defense. They're going to get a sack. One person goes to get Mahomes, misses. A second person dives at Mahomes, misses. The third person, the third defender, where was he? Oh, that second guy that dove, he dove into the legs of his own teammate. Mahomes is free. No one there. He looks. Who does he see? Oh! The boy Travis. He throws the football. Remember, 3rd and 20 to get a first down. Deep, throws it. Kelsey catches it, gets yards on top of the first down. Everyone, of course, they're playing in Kansas City, so the crowd goes crazy. I mean, massive amount. Guess what they show next? I mean, not even a minute. Not like catches it, goes out of bounds, referee blows the whistle, cut to Taylor Swift. Airstrike! It's like, who? I don't care about Taylor Swift at all.
Why are you so upset about it, though?
Because first off, I was rooting for the Ravens, if you can't tell. I'm watching the Ravens lose. Mm-hmm. And I also have to see Taylor Swift up in the stands. She don't know nothing about no football. I bet you tell her, oh, they just got a safety. Huh? A what? What's a safety? Oh, they're going for the 2-point conversion.
I mean,
what's a 2-point conversion?
According to the guy, she's really into football. I don't know. She might be like extra knowledgeable.
I don't.
She might be.
If she was really into football, she'd have a team. She could support Kansas, but she would have a team. Is her team Kansas? I'm saying like right now, bro. Mm-hmm. Let's say for some reason women can play in the NFL.
Okay.
And my wife or my girlfriend is playing on the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
Am I going to support the Panthers?
You are obligated to.
Of course. If they're playing against the Commanders, I'm rooting against my wife.
Nah, bro, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's crazy.
No, it's not. Because I have a team.
Nah,
my team is the Commanders.
That's crazy.
That's people in households have different teams. The wife will have their team. Husband has their team.
But that's because they don't have a family member playing on one of them teams. If you get a family member onto...
Look, I've said my piece.
All right.
Hopefully. Is anybody watching? I know it's already like probably happening. But did anybody watch that game in Brazil between the Packers and the Eagles?
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Why are they in Brazil?
I don't know why they're in Brazil. Is that even part of the season? I have no clue. Anyway, thank you guys for listening.
This episode's going to be so inaccessible.
This episode makes no sense until the very end. Unless you don't watch football. In which case, this whole episode, calculus and football. Take your pick. Which one do you relate more with? Anyway, we love you guys so much. I can't even really promise that we're back, but we haven't forgotten y'all. We're not, obviously the podcast isn't over. It's not like we're not trying. So
yeah, we're just trying to make things happen.
Trying to make moves, trying to get scheduling correct. So yeah. Oh, if you want to be on an episode, let me know.
And clearly, if you listen to this episode, we're starved for ideas. So if y'all could hop up in the comments, be like, oh, we want to hear y'all talk about this. You know?
We will do so.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not making any promises.
Unless your idea sucks. You know?
Right. Of course. We've always said that. Anyway.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got.
Love y'all.
You missed.
I messed up the air.
I can't believe it.
Yep. I'm not even going to do it again.
It's just a delayed. It hit
delayed strike.
It hit the ground and then just like they thought it wasn't going to go off.
Yeah. We love y'all. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Please comment. Do all those things. I think they added a comment section to Spotify. So you can see all the comments, which is cool.
Sick.
So enjoy that.
We'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.